You're listening to The AI Said What, a podcast of original horror stories written entirely by artificial intelligence. No rewrites, no corrections, just raw, unfiltered fiction pulled from the digital void and delivered straight to you. Some stories are strange, some stories are terrifying, and some feel a little too real. Let us begin. This is Channelview Lane. There's a new luxury rental app called Getawayly. It promises curated stays, 5-star privacy, no interruptions. A perfect escape for people just like Jason and Elle. Mid-30s, worn out, one foot in burnout and the other in denial. Their 3-night getaway was supposed to be a break from the noise. Work, phones, everything. And it was. But in one particular house, tucked behind tall palms on Channelview Lane, they didn't just unplug. They vanished. The house looked like it had been photoshopped out of a real estate magazine. White stucco walls, solar-tinted windows, a driveway made of smooth black slate. The air smelled like orange blossoms and sunscreen. Jason popped the trunk. God, even the air feels rich. Ellie laughed and stepped out of the car. If there's a fruit bowl inside, I'm leaving a 5-star review right now. The smart lock on the front door blinked once and opened with a soft click. No key, no host, no waiting. They stepped into a cavernous entryway. Open concept, sunlight pouring in through the vaulted skylight. The floor was cool stone, and the scent inside was sterile, clean. Like a hotel with no history. A voice chimed from a speaker overhead. Welcome to Channelview. Relax, unplug, stay as long as you like. Ellie raised an eyebrow. Okay, creepy Alexa, knock it off. Jason grabbed the welcome binder on the counter and flipped it open. No rules, no contact info, just one laminated page. All systems are automated. You will not be disturbed. The fridge was stocked, everything organic, labeled with their names. There was a white wine with Ellie's pick on the bottle, and a fridge magnet that read, "Just the two of you." The backyard was even better. A screened lanai, glowing pool lights, chase lounges, palm rustling. Jason stretched out on a sunbed inside. Okay, this place is gonna fix me. Ellie swam, laughing. You're beyond fixing, babe. That first night was bliss. Sunset over the lanai, no phones, no texts, just quiet. The second day felt off. Jason woke to the birds chirping too loudly. The window was cracked open. Neither of them remembered opening it. Ellie found her toothbrush already wet. She hadn't used it yet. And at breakfast, the radio clicked on by itself. Jazz, the same song from the app's promo video. She shrugged it off. They were tired, overstimulated. Jason got dressed and went out to the pool. Ellie explored. She walked into the office to find a neatly organized bookshelf full of weird titles. The Silence Protocol. Optimized Domestic Flow. You as You Are. She picked one of them up. It had no text inside. Just blank, cream-colored pages. She heard the front door beep. Jason had gone out. Then, why was the door unlocking? She peeked around the hallway. Nothing. But the front door was wide open. She called out for Jason. No answer. Then, from the corner of her eye, movement in the hallway mirror. She turned. Nothing was there. But in the reflection, she swears someone had just moved past the guest bathroom. She ran, and Jason came back 20 minutes later, holding iced coffees. Ellie slammed the door behind him and locked it. Told him everything. He laughed it off. Motion sensors, probably just some glitch. These places run on like 10 different smart systems. She didn't laugh. Check the mirror, she said in the hallway. Something seems off with it. Jason walked over, tilted his head, touched the edge of the frame. It was slightly loose. He pried at it gently. Click. The mirror popped open like a cupboard. Behind it, a recessed black panel. and in the center, a small camera lens. Clean, silent, watching. They stared at it. Jason pulled the whole thing down, revealed wires. Ellie stepped back, and Jason muttered, "That's not security, that's surveillance." They searched the house, found more, behind the bedside lamp, inside a smoke detector, even one inside the mounted TV, tucked behind a false plastic panel, all hand-wired, all silent. Ellie's phone showed no signal, no Wi-Fi network, nothing. Jason checked the router cabinet. Empty. He opened the Getawayly app. It wouldn't load. They tried calling emergency services. Calls failed, FaceTimes failed. Jason said, "We need to leave. Now." They packed their bags in 10 minutes flat. Jason went to grab his car keys. They were gone. He checked the table, the couch cushion, the kitchen drawer. Nothing. The front door wouldn't open. It wasn't jammed. It was completely unresponsive. The smart lock blinked. Red. Silent. Ellie backed away. "Jason, we're locked in." That night, Jason barely slept. Ellie didn't sleep at all. Every creak was a footstep. Every gust of wind sounded like a breath. Just past 3 a.m., Jason got up to check the backyard. He slid the curtain aside and froze. The pool lights were on. Someone was in the water. A shape submerged, moving slowly in circles. He opened the door to the lanai. The air was still. The water was calm. No one was there. The next morning, they ripped apart the office again. Ellie opened the bookshelf to find a small access panel behind it. She pressed it and the shelf creaked forward. A hidden passage. Jason hesitated. "We shouldn't." Ellie stepped inside. A narrow hallway, bare drywall, smelled like cold air and old metal. At the end, a gray door, slightly ajar. Jason pushed it open. Inside, a control room. No bigger than a closet. A wall of monitors, keyboards, surveillance logs. The monitors were already on. Each showed a different room in the house. One from every angle, even the pool. Ellie pointed at a screen marked Cam 067, Archive 4. Footage of different couples, sitting at the same bedroom, laughing, kissing, then static. And the same man from the footage reappeared, alone, wandering, crying, then gone. Jason opened a drawer, found drives labeled by name. One said Clara Mitch, purged. Another, Jake, partial recovery. He checked the input logs, today's date, 2 active feeds, Jason and Ellie. Then all of the monitors switched to the same feed, the hallway, a figure moving towards the bookshelf. Jason shut the door. Ellie grabbed the chair and shoved it under the handle. They ran into the kitchen, tried the back door, locked. They turned towards the lanai. Jason whispered, "The glass!" The sliding door exploded inward. A man stepped through. No mask, no words, just pale skin, the cable in his hands and blood across his shirt. Jason screamed. They fought, and Jason punched him hard enough to knock him sideways. "Ellie, go!" But the man was fast. He tackled Jason, dragged him across the tiles, and threw him into the pool. Ellie grabbed a kitchen knife. She stabbed the man in the shoulder. He didn't even flinch. He held Jason underwater, and Ellie screamed. She heard the last bubble in silence. The man turned. He walked straight to the bookshelf, vanished through it. The shelf clicked shut, and Ellie ran. Found a loose window latch in the guest bathroom, broke it open, and climbed out barefoot into the bushes. She ran 2 blocks before someone found her. Police searched the house. No blood, no broken mirror, no bookshelf passage, no cameras. Just a spotless vacation rental. 2 weeks later, Getawayly relisted the property. New host name, new photo, same pool. A single new review appeared. "Beautiful house, We stayed 3 nights and never wanted to leave. Jason P. Posted 3 days after his death, with one final sentence. The host was very attentive,